Jason Andrews, aka the All-American Driver. Welcome back to the channel. As you can see behind me, I have the S2000 here in the garage. Now, first off, I want to say thank you guys, because in the last video where I actually revealed it, every comment was positive, right? So thank you guys so much. I'm so happy you guys are excited to kind of see the transformation on this, and I can't wait to get it on track. But before I can get it on track, there's quite a bit of work that needs to be done to this. Now, this is a 2002, 20 years old, 140,000 miles on it. We're gonna explore the S2000, and I'm gonna show you guys everything that I know is wrong with the car. And I think that we have some parts here that I'll be able to fix as we go along. All right, let's get into it. So you can see right on the front of the car, there's a hole in there. Now, I know that that hole is for a tow hook, but without a tow hook in there, it kind of looks a little silly. The previous owner said that he was just parked at the store and somebody had came by and stole it. I don't know, is this a hot item or something, you know, on the black market? Not really, because on eBay, I was able to find one that I think is paint matched that I should be able to just plug right in. It looks like it's an official Honda part. I don't think it's the same color. Okay, so the next thing that you can see here is this bumper doesn't fit exactly right. Now, if I peek in there, I can see that there's a tab. It's just not going in far enough to catch itself. I'm not really concerned with that, really. If I ever pull off the front bumper cover, maybe I'll deal with that when I put it back on it. It's still painted nice and it's not rusted or anything. But yeah, it's not sitting, it's not perfectly flush right here. Coming around to the side of the car, you'll notice on the A-pillar here that all this is chipped. Now, when I first saw this, I was actually kind of a little concerned, but I think Honda actually wraps this from the factory. So I can probably get a heat gun on this and peel off all this old wrap and either leave it the silver color that's underneath or have it wrapped again black. Now, this car is 20 years old and again has been driven over 140,000 miles. Of course, it's not going to be perfect. And if you really look closely all over here, you will find a little bit of some dings, some dents, some scratches here. But overall, the body's in pretty good condition. So obviously an easy one here. The car is not registered yet, but I did go to the DMV and I have an official Florida license plate. In regards to the top, it's actually in pretty good condition. However, I did notice yesterday that it leaks. Now, when I say it leaks, I don't mean that water is just pouring through the top, you know, when it's sitting still, okay? That's not happening. But as water pools on the top and accumulates, I think it's getting stuck in this track here somewhere, because when I hit the brakes, water runs through this channel and comes on the inside of the car. It actually happens a little bit on both sides. I think if I take the top down and I clean out the rails, maybe I put some like silicone or something on there to kind of lubricate them, that will probably help a bunch, but I did notice it. Overall though, the top is in pretty good shape and it functions fine. So having a look inside on the interior, you can already tell that something is missing, right? This has fallen off. Luckily, the previous owner was nice enough to leave it with the car. Apparently, it doesn't really attach, so I'm going to try to fix that now. So when all else fails, we use a little bit of super glue. All right, so staying on the inside of the car, a funny thing is this car's cruise control doesn't work. And that is because I think there's a switch on the clutch pedal, some type of safety switch. I think it's a pretty small, little cheap, inexpensive thing. But because of that, you can start the car without your foot on the clutch. So if this was accidentally in gear, it would just lurch forward, right? But there's obviously, I'm not on the clutch pedal, and we can start the car. So that's pretty much everything on the inside of the car. Now let's get to the most important stuff under the hood. Here we are, the most important part of the car, and as you can see, completely stock, right? Which is something I've been very happy about. There are a couple things in here that need to be addressed immediately, and I'm going to take care of those today. One is the timing chain tensioner. I can hear it is a little bit loose. I have another air filter for it, and the car is having a little bit of a stumble at idle. It's a little bit inconsistent, and what I think is the problem is the mass airflow sensor. So I'm going to take it off, I'm going to give it a good cleaning, put it back on, and hopefully that solves my idle issues. So we're about buttoned up. I just wanted to clear one thing up. This actually isn't a MAF sensor. It's just an idle air control valve. So it's a little bit older technology. It does kind of the same thing as a MAF sensor, but idle air control valve. So obviously when kind of tinkering around with that, cleaning that, I am going to do the idle relearn procedure. Basically you unplug the battery, turn the key on, start it, rev it till it warms up at like 3,000, then let it idle for a few minutes, and then basically take it for a test drive. But other than that, we got the new air filter on there, cleaned the idle air control valve, and we have the Billman's timing chain tensioner on there. I don't know if this is the original one or not, but I've heard only good things about the Billman's. Oh, also, the air conditioning doesn't work. So I'm gonna actually take it to a local shop. I've already got the guy in mind. He's a great Honda mechanic in the area, a Honda tuner. He knows the cars very well. I want to build some rapport with him anyways. So I'm probably taking the car there, I don't know, over the next couple days to do the AC. I think the thing needs a new compressor, which is unfortunate, but the previous owner did take a little bit of money off the selling price of this car, so that was really cool of him. So we're gonna get that taken care of. Change all the fluids while the car's there, the diff, engine oil, although I'm sure it's pretty good, maybe the clutch fluid, the brake fluid, things like that. So then we'll have fresh fluids, as healthy as it can be. Maybe we put it on the dyno. I don't know. You guys want to see that? A 20-year-old car go on the dyno? That actually might be really cool. So that's it for me. I'm just going to do the idle relearn, and then, I'm going to call it a day. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a lot of fun kind of tinkering around, wrenching on some stuff. I haven't really been doing that lately, especially not with the Shelby, but that was one of the reasons I wanted the S2000, is because it is kind of, it's not difficult to work on. It's hands-on. You can really learn the platform, and the more I work on it, the more comfortable I'm going to get. So when I'm at the track and maybe something goes wrong, I'll be able to, hopefully diagnose it and fix it myself. So that's kind of the idea with this. Anyways, that's it for me, Jason Andrews, the All-American Driver. Oh, also, hey, if you guys have seen the shirts, I have these first edition All-American Driver shirts. They actually have a custom tag on there that says, first edition or whatever, really cool. I put some time into them. If you guys have made it this far in the video, you're probably true fans. Just shoot me a message on Instagram. I'm selling them for $25 shipped. The quality's really good. It's the logo's not going to fade off or anything, and just really simple. It just happens to match the S2000, but the all-American driver. So just shoot me a message on PayPal. Again, $25. I don't have a lot, so if once they sell out, I don't know if I'm going to make another run. That's it for me, Jason Andrews, the all-American driver. See you guys in the next episode.